It is time for Casey and the Sports Doctor's question of the week, and we want to hear what you thought about the following question. Sports Doctor, what is the sport or sporting event that you secretly love to watch, but you didn't want anybody to know that you secretly love to watch it?
And it's a funny question, too, and a lot of good responses out there, Casey. You know, Mike says beach volleyball. Scott says ladies college bowling. I didn't know there was such a sport, but so many things to choose from out there.
I think they both had maybe some ulterior motives. Same reason why women's golf was mentioned a couple of times as well. The popular ones seem to be curling was mentioned.
Right.
I love curling. I think curling's fantastic because a guy like me, I have the athletic body type for curling. Low to the ground. I can move that broom back and forth. Michelle said WWE wrestling, although
not a sport.
Though I do sports entertainment. I do possibly have a video where she was involved in some backyard wrestling event that involved a belt and a changing of the titles. Justice prevailed over Tim Burr. The lumberjack event. Yeah. Adam Cormier says, "I love." Do you remember watching those lumberjack events?
I used to watch the guys spin around on the logs and then get the saw going and stuff like that. That stuff was a lot of fun.
You think you and I could handle the saw?
I would fall off that log in a second. Peter says, "How about the duathlon, the Olympics, the combination of cross-country skiing and shooting?" I'm not so sure about that.
I'd be shooting at the Sports Doctor before long. Susan D said, "Cricket." She goes, "I still don't understand what the heck I'm watching, but I can't stop watching it." And I think just about everybody, even those playing cricket, would admit no one really knows what's going on, but it's a lot of fun to watch. The one that resonated with me, though, because I watch it, is the recently aired National Cornhole Championships. It's a bunch of guys with beanbags. They're throwing them into a hole, and I got to sit there. I tell you, I sat there watching it like it was Game 7 of the World Series. These guys, nobody should have that much time to be able to develop that kind of a skill set.
And they have skills,
too.
These
guys are unbelievable.
My guilty pleasure is breakfast, and it would be breakfast at Wimbledon. I actually don't tell anybody about this, but I like to watch the men's final. I grew up as a kid, I always would wake up on a Sunday morning, get breakfast, whether it was a Cocoa Puffs or steak and eggs, and watch Pete Sampras and watch Andre Agassi and Roger Federer, his reign of greatness. So for the listeners out there and the viewers, that is my guilty pleasure. It's breakfast at Wimbledon.
Right in line with Dave Laffey, who said U.S. Open tennis, and it's coming up soon. I remember every year you'd have two things at the Labor Day weekend. The great Jerry Lewis telethon, rest in peace, Mr. Lewis, but also the U.S. Open tennis, and I watched it too. But if you had to ask me, what is the thing I don't want to admit to anybody that I love and that I watch or listen to? Sports Doctor's podcast. I have to admit it, it's really, really good. And you haven't seen the latest one with Chris Dunn and Dougie Henton, you should check it out.